Welcome to Bloodbath and Beyond. Today we're unboxing the July Horror Pack Blu-ray edition. Horror Pack is a monthly subscription service that's sent to your house every single month with either DVDs or Blu-rays, whichever you choose. It's 4 random movies, and there's generally all types of different subgenres. The biggest perk is there's an exclusive, a movie in here that you can't get anywhere else, which is very cool. Pull one, check it out, show the audience, and let me know if you know what it is. I'm curious.
Anaconda.
Hey, this is actually one you probably do know.
It's one I know.
Oh my god, I'm
I know
actually
him
shocked.
and him, and obviously we all know her.
Okay.
What are the odds I got one I know?
We've got Jennifer Lopez. We've got Ice Cube, which everyone says I'm the white Ice Cube. I don't see it.
You got that eyebrow curl? Like you could remind people of worse people.
Mr. Nick Swartzen, everybody!
So Anaconda, if you guys haven't seen it, is about a huge snake. It's terrifying.
If you haven't seen it and you read the title, what would you think is happening in this movie?
Yeah.
Birds?
No, okay. But this one is actually a low-key banger from back in the day. This one's awesome. Or at least I remember it being awesome. I'm terrified of snakes. Snakes just kind of like get under my skin. Or claustrophobic stuff, but...
Well, an anaconda squishes you to death.
I don't want to see anything that size, because they scare the shit out of me. I'm curious to see if the CG holds up in that, but I like this. I don't own it, and I know that there's so many more Anaconda movies that came after. Did you know they even made a Lake Placid versus Anaconda movie? Do you remember Lake Placid, the one with Betty White?
I do remember Lake Placid. Betty White was in that?
She was feeding the gator. Okay,
we might watch this later.
Maybe, because nothing puts me to sleep like watching killer snakes.
Snakes don't bother me. Bring on the snakes. They don't fly. No issues there. Killing
All right.
butterflies, I'm out.
Next up, we've got Countdown Death. There's an app for that. That's my favorite tagline I've ever heard in my fucking life.
I mean, they're not wrong. There's probably an app for everything.
Oh my god. Jump scares are around every corner. Wow.
Your favorite.
Color me excited. We're gonna watch the trailer and we'll come back to you.
5 minutes later.
Okay, so the premise is you literally get a countdown app on your phone that tells you when you're gonna die.
Well, it's like those countdown to vacation apps that
Well, except once it counts down, it sucks more. This is really cool. I love the concept. I'm curious, would you do it? Would you say, yes, tell me when I'm dying?
No.
Like, what if I said it's tomorrow? What, you wouldn't want to go and like just do the best things right now?
No, because I don't think I'd be able to stop thinking about that.
The last movie you'd watch is Anaconda. I'd probably do it. I thought I was gonna die at like 23-ish, so I'm shocked that I'm this old. At this point, I'd be like, yeah, let's go.
Well,
and if I died like next week, at least I could go do something cool. YouTube, can you please expedite that silver play button, because I really want it before I die. If one day we just stop, assume that I got the app, found out, and I'm on a jet ski blowing money somewhere.
on a jet ski? That's your first choice?
I don't know. I've watched too much Eastbound and Down that I'm like, yeah, that would be fun as hell.
Have you ever been on a jet ski?
No. Maybe that's how I die.
Now I want to know, like, what your choices would be for if you did know you only had so long to live. How would you want to go out?
Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And let us know if this movie's any good. We forgot about the whole movie. It looks pretty good.
Okay. Dark Tales from Channel X.
Wow, you were very enthusiastic with that announcement. Show them.
A
show the
broadcast
people.
of fear.
This is the Horror Pack limited edition. So this is the exclusive that you can't get anywhere else.
The back says, made for those who grew up watching titles like Creepshow and The Twilight Zone.
That's cool. So it's probably like an anthology movie. What number is this? Let's see. This is number 73. There's been 73 exclusives. Channel X Dark Tales. Ooh.
When an old TV set mysteriously turns on, babysitter Cassie is treated to a series of tales full of curses, creatures, and stalkers presented by an enigmatic host known only as the viewer.
We're gonna watch the trailer really quick.
A few minutes later.
So it's basically a horror anthology. There's all types of stuff going on. The trailer is a little disjointed, I think, but it doesn't look bad. It's definitely an indie feature, but it seems like there's a variety of like weird shit going on. The TV host is actually cooler than I thought he was.
Which one was the host?
The creepy guy in the static.
The guy that looked
With
like
the
the
face
guy
paint.
from Saw?
Mixed with the guy from Ghost. So I don't know. It looks okay. I'm not a huge horror anthology fan, although every time I say that, I realize like I love most anthologies that I've watched. So I probably will like this. I just don't want to watch it.
What sense does that make?
Reviewing horror anthologies is just a problem for us because there's so many more actors and directors involved. So it just like drives us nuts to actually like break down everything. Even though the last 2 videos that we did were VHS 1 and VHS 2, which are both horror anthologies.
Because you like them, personally. You just don't like to review them.
Yes. So I probably would watch that, especially around like October.
How cliche of a month to pick.
For specifically horror anthologies. I watch horror movies all year round. Don't give me that shit.
That's fair. This looks just like chaos.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
All right. So that's 3 different genres.
That's not sleepover movie.
All right. And last but not least, we have The Invisible Man.
Oh, I definitely saw this.
This movie actually is awesome. I don't know if it was skewed because during the pandemic, everyone's just hanging out, you're depressed and you don't like sitting at home.
Truth.
And this was one of the first movies that was like a premium download. And I'm like, yeah, I'll pay the $20 because I don't give a shit. I need to do anything else than sit around. And I loved this movie. This is actually really good. So if you don't own this, and I don't own the physical one because I rented that freaking $20 one. And I'm like, I'm not paying $20 again.
Well, now you own it.
Well, now I own it, and that's awesome. I highly recommend this because the way that the suit is done, it's so cool. It's like a bunch of little like weird cameras and they're like flipped over and it's almost like hexagons.
He makes her feel crazy. Yeah.
There's a lot of like emotional beats that it hits because the guy is also an abusive prick and she's trying to prove that like he's an asshole and he basically fakes his own death. Then he becomes this invisible man wearing the suit all the time and she's trying to prove
she's going bananas.
and she's trying to prove that this guy is alive and he is fucking haunting me.
On the back here it says, and I don't feel like this matches the movie, but again, correct me if I'm wrong, a cutting contemporary work of socially conscious horror.
I think so, yeah. The basis of the movie is that this guy is so controlling. She couldn't leave her house. Eventually he like fakes his death and that's the only way that she could escape him. She thought she had got rid of him, but he was still there. It is awesome. There are great moments. There's a lot of emotional things. It's really, really, really well done. So of these 4, I think like these 2, bangers. Like Anaconda probably is one of those bargain bin ones that you could have picked up for cheap. I think Invisible Man is a pretty solid deal. You get Channel X, which is the exclusive, so you can't own that. So the value is here. And we have different like
they're totally
genres.
different.
They're completely different. And Countdown is one that just seems fun, especially for younger people, I guess. Like younger than us. We're almost 40. Oh God.
What's this Wii?
Sorry, I'm almost 40. I still use my phone all the time. I want to use it right now. So of the 4, which one is your favorite? If you were to just like, even if not seeing them.
Nostalgia, Anaconda. Definitely one of these 2. I like this idea of the psychological thriller. I always do, because it at least it should keep my attention longer. I have to rewatch it, because I really don't remember. It didn't keep my
Directed by the
attention.
guy from Saw. Not Carrie Elwes, the other guy. I don't know. Lee Winnell is pretty cool. And Elizabeth Moss killed it.
I do like that they're all totally different.
Yeah,
Like-
the benefit of getting like just a bundle of random movies. If you don't like anthologies, you don't have to watch that one. If you don't like snakes, you don't have to watch it. Unless she makes you. Anyway, let me know your favorite in the comments. Like this video if you liked our unboxing. And if you're interested in Horror Pack, go to horrorpack.com to check out the pricing. Use the code Bloodbath to save $3 on your order. Link is in the description and in the pinned comment. And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, stay up to date with everything here on Bloodbath and Beyond.